Camera's not awake. Uh-oh. Gotta wake up the camera. Wake up, camera. Reset. Come back to me. I don't know why you went out the door. That was weird. It was staring out the wall or out the door. Anyway, I don't think anybody's going to be here. There's too many other people streaming, but I'm in the garage, so let's stream. Uh, yeah. Oh, well, I guess maybe I should post a link real quick in case anybody wants to. Zolan, here. Bad, here. Real bad. Oh, the wind and shit? Yeah, the storm is coming our way. We're gonna end up getting hit with it at like 10 o'clock tonight. Oh, fires? Yeah. They're telling us to not burn and to watch out, so I'm not burning nothing today. But yeah, we're getting probably 50-mile-an-hour gusts right now, so fires and evacuations. Well, stay safe. Watch your ground. Make sure everything is good. Don't let you know, don't let nothing happen, man. Captain, what's going on, brother? Yeah, it's blowing across pretty good, man. We're, like I said, we're getting like, I think it's like 50, 60-mile-an-hour gusts they're saying right now, and 80. Yeah, it's probably dying down a little bit before it gets to us. It's got a lot of earth to travel across before it gets here, you know? Jesus, that's insane, man. That is insane. Trying to get stuff to load here. Copy this. There we go. I gotta type this in real quick and then pin this, guys. So, not to take away from everything that's going on elsewhere, but since I did not make the payment yesterday, they want the full balance, but I'm sure I'm leaving it at the 4,000. I'm sure if I can get to that, then I'm sure they'll still work with me. Ryan Hall is awesome, but is giving all the bad news. Yeah, I was gonna say I catch Ryan's videos from time to time. I catch his streams and videos and stuff. So yeah, he's an interesting one to watch. Right now, I'm just playing around with the yeah, the Pandora's box. I brought it home from work so I could kind of mess around with it a little bit, trying to get things going. Got it on its side at the moment, so trying to do some updates and whatnot. Gotta go. Power just blinked big time. Local fire department. I just spun up. Okay. Well, Z, stay safe, man. Stay safe. Keep us posted. Send me text. You got my number, man. Shoot me text. Let me know you're good. Still hit that like button before you go. Thank you, Z. Thank you, man. Greatly appreciated. Paul Cumber, it's been a while, brother. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. So I'm trying to install Clipper Screen real quick on this thing so that I can at least have Clipper Screen real quick to change the network settings, because I don't want to just take the SD card out and modify the file. So just trying to get Clipper Screen to install, but some stuff was out of date, so we'll see if that fixes it when I run the install now. It'll either go or it'll break. We'll see what happens. But once Clipper Screen does install, then I should be able to use the networking tools built into Clipper Screen to join my Wi-Fi here at home. And then once I join the Wi-Fi's here at home, then I can disconnect the network cable, disconnect the screen, put the fans back in the side, and take all the cables out that are currently shooting through the two fan holes right there. But yeah. So gang, I again, we've made it to $220, so we're slowly getting there. I'm still keeping this goal, even though according to the power company, let me bring up the app real quick here. Like I said, I don't want to dox myself, so give me a moment while I scroll up on the screen so that I pull my address and account number information out of the way. But give me a second here. Sign in, give them my fingerprint, and then wait for it to load. Okay, so as you can see, the current balance and the amount due are now the same. Yesterday it was like 5,000 and some change. Now it's 5,300. So it's like 53.90 would clear up the bill. It was due by yesterday, but like I said, disconnect notices will start going out in the next week or two, according to the that lie heap company that deals with all this stuff. They said April 1st is when they do disconnects and stuff. So if you guys could spread the love, share the word, spread the love and share the word. I know I said that backwards, but yeah. Trying to get your Raspberry Pi 5 to work. What are you trying to do with it, Paul? I'll offer whatever assistance I can. I do have a Raspberry Pi 5 here that I'm playing around with or I'm going to be playing around with. So I kind of have one nearby that I can try and mess with if need be. But what are you trying to do, good sir? Since installing Clipper Screen takes forever. Killer Prince, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Guys, like I said, I'm not doing the greatest financially. Surprise. I always complain about it, but like legitimately I am in a tight spot. So if you cannot help with the GoFundMe, that's fine. I greatly understand. All I ask is if you could just spread it around your socials and help me bring some awareness to it. Be greatly appreciated, because yeah, the software to run. What do you mean the software to run? You're trying to get the Pi, like the SD card installer tool to run? What is it? The Pi desktop or whatever the hell they call it? Are you having problems with that? Because that shouldn't be too big a deal. It should just be download it, install it, and then you put your SD card in, and then you pick your flavor of Raspberry Pi, you pick your flavor of OS, and then you can put whatever settings you want in on the edit settings menu, and then tell it to install. It should be pretty straightforward. I mean, unless it's something on the Pi you're trying to run. I mean, you let me know. Oh, Ubuntu to work. Oh, so you're trying to install Ubuntu. Okay. Trying to drive traffic to you, man. People need to see what good guy you are. Well, thank you, Captain. I will vent for a moment, guys, and I please understand I'm venting because I'm upset. I'm not angry, I'm upset, but I do want to vent for a moment. I put my neck out there for a lot of people, and I help a lot of people. I never ask for anything in return. I'm not asking any of my friends to give if they're in a situation where they can't. I'm just asking them to share a link. And there's a lot of people not talking to me. There's a lot of people that are looking over or looking past my posts. And that does hurt, because I've helped a lot of people. I've tried to help a lot of people, and I've been there to help promote a lot of people. So all I'm asking is for them to promote post the link, and if anybody else that they know might be able to help can help, it'd be greatly appreciated. I'm a little hurt by the lack of community I see. Just, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to be rude or mean, but it just seems like all the people that I have helped over the years aren't there to help me, and that hurts. Like I said, I'm not asking anybody to give. If you can, it would be greatly appreciated. But you know, it seems like I don't know. Captain, thank you, man. Yeah, even $5 would help, but I'm not asking. Like, I know that, for instance, like I know some of the people in the comments right now, or in the chat. I know their situations are like mine, and I'm not. All I ask is just like, hey, here's the link to a GoFundMe if you could help this guy. He's a piece of shit. He's a dirtbag. He's a worthless fuck. I hate his guts, but whatever. I'm already I'm already on a regular basis beating the shit out of myself mentally for this, and I mean, it, yeah. I'm not trying to like complain. It's been eating away at me. That's part of the reason I think the last like week or two that I've been so down is because I hate to say it, but when the furnace went out and I started a GoFundMe for that, the only person that fucking donated any money was my now deceased father. None of my friends, none of the people that I supported, I helped. Nobody donated, nobody shared the link. It was me posting it on my Facebook and posting it on my X, and nobody reposting, and nobody coming to a stream, nobody like, it just hurts, man. It just really hurts that, like legit, I'm in a situation. I've got 2 weeks. Lots of things can happen in 2 weeks. I understand that. But it's that anxiety for the next 2 weeks on top of the last 2 to 3 weeks that have just been eating away at me, that are just making me, sleep sucks. I went to bed at like 9 o'clock last night and woke up at 2 o'clock and was up until like 4, and then had to like pass back out for an hour and a half, and then got up and went to work. So I'm not even getting like good night's sleep. Just every little noise is just, doesn't matter. Sorry, I went off on a little. Anyway, let's see here. Let's get back to. I'm gonna jump to the other screen here. Let's quit talking about that. There we go. All right, so we're at the network installer panel. I already went through part of this, so yes, we're going to install the network. So doing an apt update and an apt get helped, and then now it's restarting the network service, so now we have to reconnect to it. So we got to come back up here and go to restart session, and then it won't come back right away. It'll take a minute. Very well could take a minute anyway. Oh, yeah. Let's click here. Let's go back down here. Let's click back on this. There we go. Now it's back. BQ and BIQU. BQ. All right. Let's see. Clipper screen is working. Clipper is attempting. There we go. We are connected with Clipper screen. Good. Now let's go into more. Here, let me jump to this screen here. And then let's go to this here. Come up here where you guys can kind of see it. When we go into network, I'm gonna have to take it away here in a second anyway, because I got to connect to my network. So click there. Now I got to type my password. Can't let you guys see that because you guys will come sit outside my house and steal my Wi-Fi's. The main reason I'm doing this is because I just want to have the power cable connected, and I could just pull the SD card out, guys. Like, I could just pull out the SD card and then just stick the SD card in the computer, edit the config file, and be done. But I went through the headache of installing Clipper screen and pulling and disconnecting everything, and now there we go. It is connected. So let's refresh. Now, if I disconnect the Ethernet, because I had to pull the fans out. See this? I had to take the fans out to get to it because it's such a tight fit. All right. Yeah. Now that we got that, let's disconnect this. And let's make sure we're still connected. It's going to argue with me over here on the screen because I just disconnected it. So we'll go back and let's actually just hit enter and see what it does. It should error out. And then we should be able to reconnect. But yeah, there we go. I need to jump back over here. Let's let this close this. Are you sure? Yes. Let's reopen it. It jumps to the wrong screen. Click there. Bunch of machines. There we go. It's back up. That's good. Oops. All right, and we are connected. So there we go. Everything's back up and running. We can put it back together. So now I'll go back over here to the bench cam. I'm going to grab the live stream video from here, move it over there so I can actually see it. Let's bring everything up to current on that screen. There we go. There. Now I'll be able to read chat over there while I'm over there. So we can now disconnect the screen, which we're going to use on the switch wire. But we need to put this back together. And these guys basically drop your fan in, pull this up through the rear. So let's get this back in place. There we go. Let's see. Fan wire. Get that down. There we go. And then we take this guy, drop it back through the hole, make sure everything lines up, grab our driver here. But yeah, I apologize, guys. I didn't mean to like kind of crybaby whine. I just, like I said, just in a place in my head, and there we go. Just in a place in my head. Like I said, I think we've all disappeared to a place similar at one point or another in our lives. I do like this little printer, and I'm kind of glad I was able to make the trade with the gentleman. He seemed like a very cool dude, and when I told him I got this thing up and running, I messaged him on Facebook a little while back and told him that I did get it up and running, and it is moving along quite nicely, and he was ecstatic to hear that, so that's good. You know, it's always nice when you get stuff from people and they enjoy that you got it going, you know. It's never a requirement when you make a deal, a trade, or a borrow, or a buy, or a whatever, that anyone has to be excited for you. But he was, and that's cool. Yeah, as a matter of fact, he said he lurks from time to time on the streams. So that's cool too, you know. Captain, don't worry, man. Did you see the POS I bought for a video project? I did not, good sir. I do apologize. I have not. I will have to go back and look. I did not check. Where did you post it at? You posted on like your Discord or X or something? I'm just curious where I might go to look and see what you purchased for your project. Phone just went bleep, bleep, bleep. Oh, on this one here, I don't have the overlay turned on. Yeah. Oh, Discord in the general? I'll go check it out. Give me just a minute, man. But there we go. Oh, I got to change the IP address in the screen again. That's right, because it's looking for it now and it doesn't know where the IP address is for it. So let's move this up into place a little bit better. Now we have it basically just a one-wired machine. And we got this cool little foldable spool holder that I found for it. So yeah, in general, think about the second sentence. Your Discord, in general. Think about the second sentence. Piece of shit you bought for a video project? Okay. Give me a moment here. Let me kind of go back to this one. There we go. Hey, there was a $25 donation made. I do apologize. I missed that. Who was it? Let me reload the screen here. Oh, dude, brother, you didn't have to do that again. Thank you. Thank you, man. Greatly appreciated. Captain has now made 2 donations. Brother, that's like, I know your situation, man. You're doing the same damn thing I did when my buddy Mitch was in a situation. Like, you don't have it, but you give it. So thank you, man. I know it's your money. Like I said, I can't tell you guys not to give, but I do thank you. It's greatly appreciated, man. Let me pop into Discord real quick here, though, and take a look on my Discord under the general. Oh, dude. What the hell? What the hell version is that? Oh, Creality Ender 3 Max Neo. Got it off of eBay. Cheapest 300 they find, or you can find. I'm pretty sure you could. I don't know that they have, but I'm pretty sure that you could definitely do that. Free shipping too. You got for $70. Sweet. Yeah, it's a hell of a buy, man. For what you got there, that's a nice little buy, Yeah, Paul, life does suck sometimes, brother. Like I said, we're in a situation, as I've explained a few times, and I'll explain again, because if anybody's watching that wasn't here yesterday or missed out, I will explain it again. So, going on 3 winters ago, our furnace went out and we were running off of these little space heaters like this through the whole house. They were cranking out $1,000 a month in power usage. And in Illinois, not like all states, but like in Illinois, when the weather gets bad like that, the power company doesn't shut you off. They just let your bill roll over and roll over and roll over. So for 3 months at $1,000 a month, plus the previous bill that was in there, we couldn't afford to pay that off. My daughter has cerebral palsy, so we're able to file for a medical exemption once a year from the time of filing. So we file for a medical exemption, and that basically takes that balance and then rolls it into a payment agreement after the fact. It rolls it into a payment agreement. So then you're talking like $3,000+ rolled into a payment agreement, and that ends up being like $300 or whatever plus your normal monthly usage. You get outside your means, and even though you pay a little bit here and you pay a little bit there, it's not enough to pay the monthly bill. So you keep going farther behind, but because you're paying, they're not shutting you off. Well, then you roll into the next winter and you get back over your head, and you file for the medical exemption, and you're another $3,000 in the hole, and you didn't pay off the $3,000 from the year before, and now you're $5,000 in the hole by the time this year rolled around, even with all the paying down and making payments and utilizing programs like LIHEAP in our area, which they paid like $700 the last time, and because we used them in October, they can't help us again until we get a disconnect. And even when we get the disconnect, they said the max they could help would be up to $1,500, which isn't the $4,000 that we need. And even with that, if it is $1,500, it may not be $1,500, because they said it just depends on your income and whatnot. So if they only gave us $700 last time, I'm pretty sure it's probably only going to be $700 again this time, which means I still wouldn't have the $4,000 that I need to make a payment agreement with them, or the $5,300 I need to get out of the debt altogether. So I'm hoping for the $4,049 or $4,094 and some change, to at least pray that they will still honor a payment agreement if I pay that much. If not, at least I can do the payment agreement. If I can get to that amount, I can at least pay that much. And then whatever lie heap, when we get the disconnect, whatever lie heap will cover, we'll be able to knock off some of the more, some more of it. And then maybe they'll do a payment agreement when we're less than $1,000 owed. I don't know. It's kind of in limbo. And like I said, ideally, I would love to get to 5,300, pay off the bill altogether and not have to worry about it. It would knock a lot of stress off, because I just spent, the last like 4 months trying to get the mortgage caught up so we didn't lose the house. So, again, I am the only one working, guys, in the house. Sam's got a lot of issues, health related, and she's working on that. And then, yeah, so it's all been falling on me for the last like 2 years. Everything's just been on me. So it's kind of hard to, keep the lights on, keep the roof over your head, pay your monthly bills, do all that shit. Hold on. I will definitely check that out, Captain. I will look into that. As a matter of fact, I'll probably look into that while we're streaming. Let me see what they, let me go look. All right, so need help. All right, so this is something with the Salvation Army. It says doing the most good. It's for the North and Central Illinois Division, which is where I'm at. So, Captain, thank you for sending me this. I need help. Let's click there. Let's see where it brings us. Enter location. Put my zip code in and click search. I'm not showing you guys the screen, I think, for obvious reasons. If you need help, best serve you, please call the individual location to get the most up-to-date information on service in your area. This one says the closest ones are going to be either Ottawa or Streeter. So Ottawa or Streeter are going to be the two closest ones to me. So I apparently have to call them. Let's see if they say anything, though, about the energy, emergency financial assistance. Doesn't say anything about the power program, but I think it's probably in the, let's see, you've got the emergency financial assistance, food and nutrition, seasonal services, visitation services, camping, Christian education, worship services, for Sunday school, teens and children and teens, church, men's ministry, boys and girls club, residential, and character building. So yeah, I'm assuming it's probably in the emergency financial is what I would need. So alternate candidate, good to see you. Here in Illinois, a local source of help is Ladies of Charity. Not sure if they service your area, but worth a check. I will check it out, man. I will check it out. Yeah, like I said, I'm not, I hate having to ask for help, but I put up a GoFundMe and I'm asking you guys to hit that up. So it's kind of asinine of me to sit there and say that I don't want to ask for help. Obviously, I need to. It's not a matter of want, it's a need. So I will call these guys. What's their, I don't know. It's 6 o'clock on a Friday. Probably not going to be able to call them till Monday, but I'll try them tomorrow. See if there's somebody there. So let me, I'm going to leave this page open so I have this number. So I will call this Ottawa number tomorrow, see what if they're available, and see if they can offer some help with that. And then you're saying to look up the Ladies of Charity in Illinois. So let me look up Ladies of Charity, Illinois. Ladies of Charity, Quincy, Illinois, a nonprofit organization dedicated to serving the community through food, pantry, thrift store. All right, that looks like Quincy. I don't. Let's see, Quincy. It's all in Quincy. Quincy's a bit of a ways from me, so I don't know that they will help, but I will start with the other one first. I will start with the Salvation Army one first. Tomorrow I'll try them, and if they're in, great, and if not, I'll try them on Monday. This Ladies of Charity looks like it is opens Monday at 9 a.m. So they open Monday at 9 a.m. So I will, if nothing else, while I'm sitting at work on Monday, I'll make a couple phone calls. Because like I said, I haven't received that message yet, but that's not to say that I won't receive that message. So I do need to find the IP address of my printer real quick, kind of skirt. So, nope, leave that there. Click here, new tab. Let's type in Pandora.local so we can get the local IP address. Go to the machine tab, and it's now 78. Right click copy, go to the Konami screen, Control V, paste that in. Fine, be that way. Whoa, what are you doing? Whoops. There we go, confirm. And now the screen is up and happy. All right, so this little fella is now working. There we go. Scroll over, home, start home. There we go. Backs up, goes down again, moves over, goes up. There we go. Now it homed. Now let's tell it to do a quad gantry real quick, which is not a quad gantry, it's a tri gantry, but you know. But there we go. Oh, apologies, didn't realize how specific their coverage area was. A bit telling about my location. Nope. Alternate Canada, as far as I know, you live in southern Illinois down by Superman. I'm just saying, like, Quad Cities area is a pretty large place, so, you know. But alternate candidate, thank you for that, man. Like, all info is good info right now. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you guys can't help me directly, that's fine. All I ask is maybe hit up your social medias and just ask your friends. You never know. You might have that one friend that, you know, maybe is a little bit better off than all of us, and they're just looking for someone to help. I'll take it. You know, normally I would be a little more standoffish, kind of, as you guys can tell. I mean, the power bill got to $5,300, and I kind of got my back against the wall, and now I'm finally saying this is exactly what I need help for. Please help. So for 2 years, I probably could have asked and did something like this for the last 2+ years and gotten away from it, but I just kept pushing it out and pushing it out and putting it off and putting it off and not telling anybody exactly why I need what I need. And now it's straight up biting me in the ass. So that's what I get for trying to be a pig-headed man and think I can do everything on my own. Yeah, that didn't work out very well for me. Let me load up my Orca Slicer here real quick. Because I'm going to load up Orca Slicer and I'm going to get into the interface in Orca Slicer and kind of do some stuff, and maybe we'll throw some filament at that and see if we can get it to print something. But yeah. Oh, gang, I tell you, I'm wiped out. Like I said, I know that there's a bunch of other better people streaming right now, and I don't blame you guys for going and like watching them, you know. The utility shall not disconnect services to residents for 60 days upon receipt of a valid medical certificate of residence of the household. Yes, Captain Kern, I have, I had stated this before. I filled out the medical exemption already within the last 365 days. Um, so they give here they give you you can file one every 365 days. So uh, it's not a one-time thing. Well, they're telling me it is. Uh, shall not disconnect services at a residence of 60 days upon receipt of a valid medical certificate. That's federal law. I'll have to look into that then because, like I said, we filled out the little medical relief thing because, again, my daughter has cerebral palsy. We filled out the little medical relief thing and submit it. And like once a year, my daughter's doctor has to sign this thing and send it in so that they basically give us a medical, some kind of like a medical relief, um, which just takes the balance and rolls it up. So I will have to figure out what this valid medical certificate thing that they're talking about is. I'll have to look into that some more. Oh, yeah, the American Disability Act. Yeah, I'll have to look into that a little bit more and see. But right now, realistically, as much as I'm worried, I'm not worried. It's 2 weeks. A lot can happen in 2 weeks, and I'll do my homework in the next 2 weeks too. But at least 2 weeks. Could be a little longer because it's April 1st is when they push out the disconnects. And I think it's like April 7th is between the 1st and the 7th, I think is what happened to us last year. Because last year our power got disconnected for like 2 years, like two days it took them to get the power turned back on. And even then it was a lot of begging and pleading and that $700 that LIHEAP paid in, or it was like $1,000 they paid in April, and then it was 700 again in October. So there was a little bit more there. I do apologize. So I'm sorry. You gotta forgive me. I've been dealing with a lot of shit lately. But yeah, they made a little payment, and I was able to get Ameren to give us a pass and get that going, and then we were in almost disconnect, and then they turned it back on in October or not turn it back on, but I was able to, with the disconnect, to get 700 applied. Yeah, just found that. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why as soon as I get the disconnect notice, LIHEAP said, come see us. So as soon as the little red paper shows up in my mailbox, I'm going straight to LIHEAP. I'll tell my boss I'm going to be late that day, and I'm going straight to LIHEAP, fill out the paperwork, and get that submitted. So at least there'll be something going in, and they'll know that, and hopefully I can work with them. But like I said, I mean that's it's a lot of fuck up on my part. It is what it is. It's a lot of fuck up on my part. Pandora's box. There. The wind is freaking howling. JPP, what's up, brother? Yeah, JPP tonight, man. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna stream for who knows how long today. I have no clue. I'm just out here. I'll probably jump on the game night tonight. I don't know how exciting I'm gonna be. I might just lurk in chat. I don't know. Still dealing with, so you know. What'd you say there? So just spitballing, have you reached out to any of the companies explaining the situation, offer a video project for some kind of payment? Cool 3D companies, maybe worth a shout or shot. Uh, Alternate, I have not. I hate going to like the 3D printing companies that I work with and saying, "Hey, could you guys monetarily like cover my ass for something?" Um, I mean, there's a lot of companies out there that I've done work for. You would think that it would be easy for me to ask for that, considering I can ask for product, but explaining my financial situation to them, I fear that it would, how do I say this nicely? If I'm having a financial situation and I'm asking them for monetary compensation, it makes me feel like maybe um, they may look down on me and not consider me going forward, because if I can't do right by my family, how can I do right by them? So thank you, Paul. I'm sorry, man. Like, um, I'll tell you what, man, if you're around maybe tomorrow, I'll stream in the morning. And if I stream in the morning tomorrow, I will break out the Pi 5 and we can go down the path together to get Ubuntu running on the Pi 5. So, you know, going to shoot darts tonight. Nice. Have fun, good sir. I hope you win. I hope you win, good sir. Is the Pandora's box like the mini belted Z printer? Yeah, it's triple Z. It's basically you take a Trident, you take the 2.4 and the V0 and smash all three together. It's three belts, one on each corner in front and one in the back here. It's triple belted Z, Core XY in a V0 frame, basically. So, what is it? DLL PDF, PDF DLL, DLL PDF, right? Oh, hold on. Save that, close that, minimize this. Yeah, DLL PDF. Yeah, Shane, you're right. DLL PDF. They have frame kits. If you go into the frame, where is it? Authentic parts kits controls. I'm trying to remember where the hell I found it. Oh, here we go. Pandora's box on the right hand side. You got the Pandora's box frame, $100. Here is the link. Give me just a second. We'll give them a free little shout out here. So if you're looking to like do that, there's the link to the frame kit. It's $100, and you got your Z build area if you're doing the bomb size with the plus 50 or plus 100, depends on if you want to go with a taller Z height or a smaller one. It is powder coated, FYI. At least white is. Yeah, it's pretty solid. It doesn't chip very easy. Yeah, it's a cool little printer. Like I said, I mean, I do like it. You know, Paul, thank you, sir. Like I said, if you see me streaming tomorrow morning, man, hop in. Depending on how things go tonight, I'll probably do my usual Saturday morning, get up, go get a cup of coffee, and then come out here and we'll fire up a stream. So if you see me live tomorrow, hop in. If nothing else, maybe I'll, if I'm thinking of it, I'll put together a video here soon with the Pi 5 getting Ubuntu installed. Yeah. Evening, Vince. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well, man. Yep, still in my head, but at least this time I brought a printer to play with. I brought the Pandora's box home from work so I could kind of have it to play around with. I got the Wi-Fi setup on it, I did it the hard way instead of the easy way. I took the fans out of the side so I could plug the cables in, hooked up a screen. Didn't have Clipper Screen installed on this, so I installed Clipper Screen on it. Once I got Clipper Screen installed on it, then we just went in using the Wi-Fi or the network manager and grabbed the Wi-Fi, connected to it, and then just disconnect everything and then put the fans back in, and now it's up and it's standing back up again. I put it on top of the slab here so that it's, you know, a little more solid, you know. So let me see something real quick. Turn off HDR. I don't know. You guys like it better like this or with HDR on? I think HDR on pulls out a lot of the whitewash that I was getting. Read more about the Rook 2020 to get it leveled and test prints. If your Rook 2020 is anything like mine, good sir, you still have the springs on it and the adjustment knobs. It's just like doing the paper test on everything, man. You tell it to home, move it to, you know, 0, and then just take a post-it note, stick it underneath there, and adjust the springs, and then manually with the motors disconnected, move the head around on the bed until you get everything right where it needs to be, where you're just, you know, scraping the paper just into the paper a little bit, and then after that, you should be good. It has the triangle underneath the bed frame. Yeah, but in there should be some like little twisty knobs. Because like in this one and in this one, there's little cutout areas where the thumb screws, you can print the little twist knobs where you stick a nut through it and then screw it into the screw, the M3, and then you can adjust the springs up and down. If you don't have that on that one, look and see if there, I mean, if you have a bed probe, there you go. But yeah, like look up inside the triangles, you should see the little thumb screws, and it's just a matter of adjusting the thumb screws to get it dragging just right. I know it's not something you're familiar with, so I understand that like shit gets overlooked, you know. I mean, look at me. I didn't actually pay attention to this thing for how long. It sat here for how many months before I finally put it up on the counter, and I was afraid of it playing around with CAN bus, and we did CAN bus in a night. You know what I mean? Like I streamed for 2 hours, and in 2 hours we had the CAN bus installed on this and had it talking to the printer. And then, you know, the next night we went through and kind of buttoned up some other stuff, and I got the beacon, or not the beacon, this has got the cartographer on it. I got the cartographer talking to the system, and then we just had to go through and do some basic stuff with the cartographer, and then it was working. So the cartographer is working on there. The CAN bus board is working. It is the USB cartographer, not the CAN cartographer, which kind of stinks. I would think it would be nice if it was the CAN, because then I could have just plugged it right into the CAN bus board and been done. You know, we would have had just the little bitty stubby wire that came out of the cartographer and went right into the board for CAN bus. So this one doesn't have a probe on the Z switch at the bottom. Yep. Same as both of these. They have a Z switch at the bottom here, and this one, even the LDO kit comes with a Z switch at the bottom that you wire in. At some point, I've got to take the frame. I made the little jig to do the blind joints. So we'll do that on the top part of the frame, not the bottom. We'll leave the bottom as it is, but I'll take everything off the top and drill and tap out everything so that we can do the blind joints up top. And then we'll make it I'll reprint the parts, and then I'll have to find some extra bearings and stuff to do the Mark II version of this. Since I snapped one of the supports that holds this guy across the top, I snapped the one wing off of both of them. So, but yeah. Hey, Poity, how you doing, bud? Thank you. Hey, by the way, again, thank you, Poity, for you and Lee Marie going in on the little microphone, man. It's been working great. So I do thank you guys for that. Oh, here. I guess I can do this too. There we go. Kind of forgot. I've been keeping it locked, but there you go. Glad to hear it, literally. Yes. Yes, you are. This thing is an awesome little microphone. Now I'm kind of antsy that I'd love to get a second mic in the little carrying case that goes, like the little hard case to put that in. But it's not in the finances right now. Right now we're dealing with this right here first. Like I showed you guys earlier, for those who don't know, I got a GoFundMe going because I got a $5,300 power bill. Again, let me move this up so that I'm not doxing myself. But to anybody who thinks I'm kidding, oh, it's freaking out. It's freaking out. I made it freak out. Let it reset and lock it. There we go. Okay. Yes, Poity, $5,300, actually $5,400. Here. There's my current power bill, due yesterday. As you can see, again, I will explain the story, Poity, again, because you weren't here. So 3 years ago, my furnace went out. 3 years ago, we were heating the house with these. Heating my house, I was only getting it up to about 50, 52 degrees. We had a couple of days where it was 47 degrees in the house for the last 2 winters now, mind you, because we haven't had a furnace. This last winter, my mom took out a loan so that I could get a furnace in my house. Okay, so my mom has a loan out for me to get a furnace in my fucking house because that's just how things have been. So anyway, but my mom took out the loan, we got the furnace. But the problem is, for the 2 winters prior to that, at $1,000 a month or over $1,000 a month to run these heaters to keep my house somewhat warm for the kids and I and my loving wife to be comfortable, because we couldn't afford $3,000, $3,500 for a new furnace, and we couldn't get payments because I have terrible credit, so we couldn't get any kind of like a loan or anything. But again, $1,000+ a month times 3 months over the winter, they won't shut you off, but they let it build up. And like I've explained, when you set up a payment agreement, that adds a large amount on top of whatever your monthly payment is. In this case, we were getting $500 to $600 to $700 a month payments, and we couldn't afford that. So I would pay a couple $100 here, a couple $100 there, and it would keep buying us time and keep the power on and keep things going. But it kind of is coming to a head. I've got about 2 weeks before they're going to send out disconnect notices, according to LIHEAP. LIHEAP is the Low Income Heat and Energy Assistance Program, and they say that I'm not eligible for assistance, but if I get a disconnect, they can help me. They said that the maximum that they're able to help with is $1,500. As of yesterday, if I would have been able to pay this amount here as of yesterday, they would have reinstated my payment agreement. So I'm still hoping that if I get this much, I can pay that and they will reinstate the power, or reinstate the agreement anyway. In doing that, it would be 9 payments of $289 or $298, whatever it says on the GoFundMe link. If you click on the GoFundMe link, it says it in there. I'm not asking anybody that's watching to donate. We all have our own financial woes. But if you could just spread the word to others, and if any of them could, give. And if you can give, I'm not going to tell you no, because you're big kids. It's your money. Enjoy it how you want. And if you want to give, a give, It said abort, can't show financial info. Yeah. So, hey, JC, what's going on, little man? I have not sent that out to you yet. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to get that in a box and get it out to you. So, but yeah, it's still sitting right here, bud. There's 2 of them in here. One's supposed to go to Captain, but if Captain's still hell-bent on not giving me info to get it to him, then I guess I'll just have to send both of them to you. I'll just send them both to you and you can figure it out. But it's up to Captain. If he doesn't want this one, he hasn't given me address info yet, but if he still wants one to play around with for one of his projects, there's one in here for him. There's definitely one in there for you. So, but yeah, so anyway, Poity, so 2 years of doing that and riding it out and filling out medical exemptions for my daughter and having 365 days on those, according to what they told me. but apparently, you know, I'm incorrect in that, or they're incorrect in what they told me. So I'm going to do some more snooping on that too, because thanks to, see, you have a new printer, you will take both of them. Well, if Captain doesn't want it, if Captain is still floating around and he doesn't want it, it's yours. I'll send them both to you. And you still got to buy the heater block or heat blocks with the thermistor and all that. You can go with the cheaper, like $16 one, where you spend a little extra and get the higher temp one. But you still got to get those and do that. What? Captain, if you remember on one of my streams a little while back, I told you and JC I would send you guys each one of these. The sprayed extruder assembly. You still have to do you still have to buy the hot end for it and cooling fans and all that stuff you still have to do, but this is at least the direct drive kit. Send them to JC. All right, so JC, I'll send you both of these. Hopefully, if I can scrape together the scratch tomorrow, I will get these slapped in a package of some sort. I'll probably use a padded, like flat rate padded envelope. I'll throw some of my stickers and some other random shit in there and fill it up. If I'm gonna pay like $9 or $10 to send it to you, then I'm gonna make sure I send you some more random shit. But it'd be like stickers and little miscellaneous stuff. It's not gonna be anything super awesome and exciting, but you at least have these and some stickers and whatever else I find around here to toss in there for you. So send you a random padded envelope full of shit. Yep. You're going another direction? All right, Captain. But yeah, like as I was saying, Poity, yeah, it's a tough spot. Somebody just donated and I didn't see it pop up on the screen. Did you guys see it pop up? Who just donated? That's the nice part. I can go look. Let me go to see all. If it says anonymous, I leave it be. It's not showing me all of them because it's now more than it was. Reload. Oh shit. I know who that guy was that just put $100 in, which means I know who's watching right now. So all I can say is, yeah, thanks. Thanks. I'll say it. Thanks, little brother. Like legit my brother. So thank you for that. We're getting there, man. We're getting there. I was just talking to him this morning. So yeah, my brother and I chat on the way to work every morning. Like he's usually at work and I'm on my way in, and we chat on the way into work, and we were talking this morning about my current situation, and yeah. So he got the notification I was live tonight, so he's lurking in chat. So I had to take advantage a few times when things were really tough financially, with one of the girls having asthma and needing breathing machine. Yep. Yeah, that's the shit part, man. Like I said, it just, because even my brother, when I told him, because you guys got to remember, like up until, October, my family's been pretty scattered. And then when everything happened with my dad, wait, my son said something. Hold on. This is how you know you raise good kids, man. This is how you know you raise good kids. Because like, a lot of you guys remember my Saab died back in June, and I haven't been able to, it's been almost a year now. The Saab's been sitting dead at my mother-in-law's. My son today was like, or yesterday was like, hey, what's wrong with the Saab again? And I told him, and he said, okay. And he came over today, grabbed the keys, and went out to my mother-in-law's and was messing around with it. And I guess he told my wife he wants to get it fixed for me because he knows I like that car and I miss it. And it's my little 4-cylinder, 5-speed, turbo, fun little, nice little car. It's a comfortable car. So he's going to call around, see if we can get that fixed, because with us having 3.5 licensed drivers in the house and only having one car at the moment, we've been borrowing my parents' car. Like I said, guys, my financial situation is shit. Like, I don't really talk about it that much, but my financial situation is total shit. I've got one broke down car sitting at a buddy's house who's supposed to be fixing it for me, and I'm waiting for him to tell me when he's done, and it's been there for a week now. My other car's been dead at my mother-in-law's. My sister and her husband, they gave us 2011 Volkswagen Jetta. That's what I've been driving, and we've been borrowing my mother and stepfather's Ford Explorer. So that's what we've been doing. We've been juggling, you know, all of us in, you know, one in a borrowed vehicle at the moment. So waiting to find out on my wife's vehicle what he's got done, or if he needs to do something, like what's going to take there, figure that out. My son's going to call around to a couple places and see what they have to fix my car. And then, you know, my other car, the Volkswagen, will be kind of like the vehicle my wife will probably drive, or the girls will drive, or whatever, because again, the Saab is a 5-speed manual. I love driving like manual cars. I love driving stick. It's an awesome thing. Like, if you don't know how to drive stick, learn how to drive stick. If you know how to drive stick, then you know what I'm talking about. Driving stick is just a fun thing. So I miss my Saab. And he's gonna call around and see about getting it fixed. So that's awesome. You know, won't help with the bill, but but can help to keep the lights on at least. Yeah, we already did the medical waiver, but according to what Captain was just saying, apparently they can't do what they're doing to me, or what they've been telling me, which is one medical waiver per 365 days. So apparently they can't do that. So if that's the case, I need to do some more snooping and then figure out what I can do to get that. That will at least buy me time if I can't get funds together to get the bill covered, or whatever the case may be. That'll still buy me a little more time. But right now, again, guys, right now, disconnects haven't been sent out yet. As soon as the disconnect gets sent out, then LIHEAP says, get your disconnect, come see us the next day. Like, when your disconnect shows up in the mail, come see us that day, the next day, whatever. Come see us with your disconnect. And because you filled out paperwork with us back in October, all you got to do is bring us the disconnect and we'll submit everything. So I don't even have to fill out paperwork again. I just have to walk in the door with the disconnect, hand it to them, and off it goes. So, you know, I've got a week, 2 weeks before that shows up. I'll take that in, turn that in, and cross my fingers that they can help with, you know, if they can help with the maximum. She said it was like 12 or 1500 bucks. Captain, okay, do your thing, man. You've been driving stick for 19 plus years, 2 Rangers and 2 Tacomas, all manual. Exactly, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, driving stick is just fun. So I miss that car. And if my son can get that car fixed and I can have it back and drive it again, you're damn right I'm going to put miles on that car. It was a sweet, solid little car. It ran great. Need air conditioning. The Volkswagen has air conditioning, but air conditioning is just a small creature comfort, you know. 60 mile an hour with the windows down and the sunroof open, you're just fine. But yeah, so, but at least if LIHEAP can pay something on it, maybe that'll buy me a little bit of time. And then if I find out this medical exemption crap is BS that they're telling me, then I can get another one and get that turned in and get that submitted. And then that will help buy me a little more time. And then, you know, maybe I can buy a month, and hopefully in a month's time, we can, you know, get to where we need to be. And I see that we have more funds that just came in. So thank you to whoever. I didn't see it. I'm not seeing it pop up here. So give me a second to click on the alert and refresh. And we'll see if another one pops up. We'll see what happens. But let me reload the page and see what else is in there. Because it went up again, but I'm not seeing it in my list. I wish this thing would be a little better about what it's doing. But yeah. Oh, that's right. It didn't go up again. No, it did go up, because it's still only saying, hold on. Oh, anonymous. Okay, so anonymous, thank you. So someone anonymously gave. So thank you, anonymous. Thank you, thank you. Greatly appreciated. Started driving stick. Kenneth Davis. Started driving stick when I first learned to drive. First was a Ford Falcon with a 3 on the tree. Hell yeah, brother. That is awesome. Yeah, no, I never learned how to drive 3 on the tree. Not to say that I couldn't figure it out, but never did. It would be fun. The first car I learned how to drive stick on was a Ford. Was it a Ford Tempo? Uh, buddy of mine, or not a buddy of mine. He's rotting in jail. So fuck that guy. Like the things he's done, he ain't a buddy. Back then, and I before he did the things he did, you know. But then once he started doing the things he was doing, yeah, I'm out. Um, but yeah, there's a guy I know back in the day went to school with. He had a Ford Tempo, little 5-speed, and it was basically one of those like go out and rip. So learned how to drive on that, and then ended up with a Ford Ranger, a little 4-cylinder 5-speed. Yep, shifter on the steering column. Where you got a first, was it like first, second, third, fourth, or like 1, 2, 3, or I don't even know how 3 on the tree actually shifts. Didn't have access to manual growing up. Yeah, it is a lot of fun, man. It is. It really is. And then when Sam and I got together, I hadn't drove a stick for quite some time. And when Sam and I got together, she had an Acura Integra. Yeah, it was a 93, 91 or a 93 Acura Integra, a little 4-cylinder 5-speed. And of course, I had a Ford Explorer. So you know how that worked out. She drove the Ford Explorer and I drove the Acura, and it was a 90 something, so no AC. Um, it had no AC in it, and I was driving back and forth from my house to work, which is again a 45-minute drive, and that'd be middle of winter, middle of summer, didn't care, didn't matter. I drove that car, um, and it was just windows down, 60 mile an hour, wind blowing through my hair to cool me off. Homemade Honda-matic from the 70s with 2-speed power glide transmission. So no clutch and a parking brake. Nice. Yeah, nope. There's a motorcycle sitting out there in the garage I bought back in 2011. It's a 2010 Kawasaki Vulcan custom special edition. So if you know anything about the Vulcans and the custom special editions, it's funny, it's a custom and a special edition. It's the flat metallic black with the gray stripes. I fell in love with that bike when I first saw it. Bought that bike right off the showroom floor a year later after seeing them roll it out onto the floor. A year later, I bought the bike. And then now my son, it's now my son's bike. So, yep, it's his bike. So he's done some stuff to it. Dad kept it stock for all those years, and then last year I sold it to him and sold it to him at a steep discount, and seemed to have lost the letter from the bank that says that they did a release of interest, because apparently they didn't have the title, so they sent me a release of interest. And before I could get to the DMV to get the title, I lost the letter. And of course, going to the bank to get the letter now is a pain in the ass because they don't remember. Your first real bike was a 67 Yamaha Enduro 125. Hell yeah, Captain. Those little Enduros were fun. I had a buddy who had a little Enduro back in the day. That was he left it sitting there. I fired it up and took off and hit a dip and went down and like crushed my ankle. I didn't crush it, but I like pinned my ankle between the foot peg and the ground. And then I spun when I hit the ground, so it was like pinned down and I rolled. So I sprained it. I didn't break it. Kenneth, your first car was a 67 Triumph. Nice. Oldies but goodies, man. When the Honda Rebel 250 that was traded for the Rebel 450, which was traded for an 82 International Goldwing. Damn. Nice. You had a 350 Warrior Electric with the manual. Nice. You guys had all kinds of fun shit, man. Would love to get another motorcycle. Been off for years now. A few different Kawasaki's over the years. Always been a fan of, oh yeah, UJM motorcycle, especially the Kawasaki's. Yeah. Yeah, the Kawasaki's are nice. I mean, they're a reliable little bike. That's, you know, that's kind of their thing. You know, that's a reliable little bike, man. Keep fuel in it, keep fluids in it. It'll go. You know, this thing is liquid cooled. So that's nice too. You don't have to worry about it getting hot. Just the fan kicking on constantly. Sun Turtle Camper, quick hello from Denmark. Ever tried a Subaru Impreza? I have not. I have not. Subarus are rock solid though, so I mean, I definitely wouldn't be opposed to it, but not something that I had the luxury of enjoying. Yeah. Whenever the battery died, have to pop the clutch. Yeah. Whenever the battery would die, you just have to pop the clutch. Yeah. First car was a 67 RX3 station wagon with the rotary. Oh, nice. Called it fast, or called little shit that ran fast. Nice. Big fan of the inline fours from the 70s JDM bikes, Honda, Yamaha especially, a Honda-matic. Have a soft spot in your heart. Yeah, I mean, everything. We all got that one thing that just has a soft spot. You know what I mean? Like we got like a tender place for it, you know? Love rotaries too. Had an 86 RX-7. Oh, you're working on fixing up? Yeah. The rotary engines are a lot of fun. My dad's second ex-wife had a RX-7 with a rotary in it when we were kids. Don't remember what year it was. Just know she had an RX-7, had a rotary in it, and little bitty blue thing, little bitty blue two-door. I'm assuming it's an 80 something. It was an 80 something because this was back in the 90s. So, you know, might have been the early 90s, late 80s. So it's probably a 70, 80 something. But yeah, if I remember correctly, it had a rotary in it. So, and it was a manual. So, you know, save the manuals. You miss your 91 Ranger? Only two-wheel drive, drove like a tractor. Oh, hell yeah. Dude, that's the cool part about, like, when we start reminiscing back about our old cars and shit, you know? You start thinking about, like, the old vehicles. Like, I miss... The vehicle I miss the most is my 79 F-150. I miss that thing. I had an old 79 F-150, had a 351M. You know, it had a four-speed manual transmission, four-wheel drive, get out, click the hubs, and then drop that little shifter on the floor. That fucking truck would go damn near anywhere. The only thing that I ever had happen to that truck that I couldn't fix, and it was because of what happened, was a buddy of mine, his dad needed to go talk to a guy that lived about a mile away down a country road in the middle of a blizzard. It wasn't blizzard when we left. When we got to the guy's house, he talked to him for about 5 minutes, and in 5 minutes, that was probably 10 minutes by the time we got back through there. But as we were coming down the road, all of a sudden it was a whiteout. The snow was blowing across the road. I couldn't see shit. So all I did was what I was told. You just hold the wheel, let off the throttle, and just kind of idle through and until you slow down to a point where you can stop. And I let off the throttle, and the wind let down, the snow went away, and there was a giant mound of snow in the road. And I was like, oh shit. I put the pedal to the floor. The 4x4 was locked. I put the pedal to the floor, figuring we'll blow through it. As soon as we hit, we went sideways right into the pile, and it forced a bunch of snow up into the starter and killed the starter. It packed the starter full of snow. The truck just sat there in the middle of the road, blocking the road because nobody could get through anyway at that point. And I had it towed to the shop. They took the starter out, and when they took the starter out, it came out in pieces all over the floor. So they slapped a new starter in it, fired right up. So, you know, and I took that truck everywhere and did everything with it. I got it as a, it was the, I wouldn't say tricolor, but it was the red on top, cream through the middle, and then it basically had the red outline all the way around with the cream through the center. Yeah, it's a badass little truck. If you can open this on stream, that's the RX-7. All right, give me a second. Go to the site. JPP's video of his car. Let's jump back here and go here. There you go. I don't have the audio playing, but you can take a little walk around the car with everybody here. Oh, while we're here, there we go. That's back from 22. That was before I met you, man. So there, give it a little like. Not in a position for project car at the moment, though. Yeah, same. I'm definitely not in the position for a project car at the moment. But yeah, it's an awesome little car, man. It'd be a fun little project. Came from Florida. So yeah, it's not rusted out then. That's cool. Nice chick magnet. Yeah. Sun Turtle Camper, by the way, hopefully you gave me a sub while you were here. Here, you know, everybody's welcome to sub, man. Subs are free. And normally we're talking about 3D printing and doing 3D printing related stuff, but because I fell on hard times, I'm currently doing a couple of streams more or less just for me to talk and also just to let people know the situation I'm in, and if they want to help, you can scan that right there, and that'll help this number right here get to this number right here, which hopefully will be enough to keep them off my back. So, but yeah, I also, Sun Turtle, if you would, give Captain and Just Push Print a follow, if you would. Go give them a sub as well, if you haven't. If you came from one of them, thank you. On your way in, smash the like button. Don't forget to share with your friends. Make your content. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. But yes, I do usually do what I call the 3D printer rehab project is what I usually do here. I take old 3D printers, rebuild them, and give them away. Mostly it's donated stuff. So printers that are donated to me or given to me, parts that are donated by sponsors. I do have some sponsors that help with the project. Of course, we got Polymaker, who gives filament to whoever gets a printer. Usually 1 or 2 rolls of filament I throw in with the printer to get them started. Micro Swiss throws in hot ends and direct drive kits and things like that. Whenever I need them, I just reach out. They send me a box of goodies, and then we sift through the box and find parts, because usually it's they call it scratch and dent. Not stuff that's good enough for sale, but still good enough to use. And they'll send me a, care pack of scratch and dent stuff. Polymaker won't even reply to your email. Captain, my captain. I'll do some talking. I'll put some words out there, good sir. I'll see what I can do to help you out. But you do a lot of good stuff. You stream, you play games. We'll see what they say. I'll put in a word for you. Try messaging them on Discord. Yeah, you can try messaging them on Discord, but you've definitely got a much larger following than I do. And if they'll sponsor my streams and help sponsor this, but again, since it's mostly just kind of talking, like I said, I mean, for those who don't know, I, like everybody, Rona hit and had nothing better to do. So took into the community hangout streams and talking to people and getting to know people and building relationships with people. And that's why even my small channel has, a lot of good people that are there, with me, for me, and because of me. I love to tell the story. I know that, it's not it's a big deal to a lot of smaller channels, but not so much to bigger ones. But when my channel was only 60, like I said, I was less than 70 subscribers on the channel, and I had Mr. 3D Printing Nerd come hang out on the chats. And that was awesome because Joel's a good dude, man. Joel is a good dude. The guy you see on camera is not necessarily the same guy you see in person, but he is still a great person all around, great, amazing human being. He's very, very good guy. You know, you looked for 3D printing live to watch some late, while doing some late night cooking and changing a nozzle on your 3D printer. Ah, well, I do apologize that I'm not doing anything 3D printing related, but hopefully you sub to the channel and you come back and you'll see some stuff that maybe you do find interesting. Like I said, this is a Pandora's box. That's a Prusa Mark 3S Plus. That's a switch wire. That's a K1. That back there, the green and black and green one, is a Rook 2020. That's obviously an FL Sun Super Racer, or I've been told that it's actually called Full Sun, not FL Sun. I guess it's Full Sun. I don't know how true that is because FL Sun hasn't gotten to me. I do have the T1 Pro in the house. I built it with my daughter. It is having some problems. Maybe tomorrow I'll drag it out here and we'll go through, because they've asked me to basically bypass the cables, the cables that they provided, bypass them with USB-C cables, because on the T1 Pro, it actually has a bunch of like boards that go from here to here to here to here. And all those boards that go around inside are all connected by USB-C. And they said that maybe one of those USB-C cables may be bad and that I need to jumper them with USB-C cables. So I'm going to try jumping around and seeing if, you know, one of the cables is bad. Because between the controller, which is down here, and the MCU, which is up here, they're not talking to each other. So they said, you know, try jumping it with some cables and see what happens. Have a cool collection of printers. Well, thank you. Yeah, this right here is a Ender 5 that's converted to a Mercury. This is JPP in chats, Just Push Prints. That's his. There's actually an Ender 3 right down here on the ground that we're redoing for someone in his community. It's a little collab project. So it's because the Chinese forget vowels, LOL. Yes. The Ender 3 S1 Pro. Nice. Nice. Yeah, the Creality, the Ender series printers were always a rock solid little printer. It's slow by today's standards, but still, you know, they're a good little starter machine, or a good little kind of like jumping off point to get your toes wet in the community. Yeah, good printer for tinkering, just like Captain said. I got lucky. Mama didn't finish a couple of sodas, so I got some caffeine tonight. Still have a bottle of water just in case. You never know. But yeah, so apparently this is Full Sun, but I do have the T1 Pro in the house. I'll bring it out. Maybe we'll troubleshoot through it. This is actually a Lulzbot Mini sitting here. Back here is actually a Kingroon KP3S Plus Pro something. This was the backpack printer that Mitch wore around at Rocky Mountain last year. That's the backpack printer. All the electronics and stuff for it are sitting back here on a chair. You can actually see the strap for the backpack part of it right there. The blue part is a frame that LDO Jason sent me that I was going to use to make an enclosed backpack printer, but it's quite large, so I'm going to have to do some cutting, drilling, and tapping to kind of shrink everything in a little closer to the printer so that it's not so big, bulky, and uncomfortable. Because the backpack printer, for those who don't remember, there's all the printed parts that Mitch had wrapped around it. They were printed in PLA, which when he brought me the printer, it had sat in his car in the middle of summer for several hours, and PLA did not like that. So everything kind of warped and bent and twisted. So yeah. It's the same one. Yes, Captain, that is the one that Mitch was wearing at Rocky Mountain last year. That is that printer. It's not, you know, a similar printer. It is that printer. So I got pretty lucky when Mitch was like, hey, do you want it? And I was like, yes, I do. He goes, well, I'm going to be in Peoria. And I'm like, well, I only live about an hour away from Peoria. And he said, meet you there. So went down and hung out with Mitch. I got the printer from him, my mom, and my niece. We were all hanging out. So him, my mom, and my niece, we all went to dinner. And then he left and headed back home. David, thank you for the 25. It got me to 400, guys. We are, what are we at? Like 10th of the way, right? Is that what I'm saying? 10th of the way there? I'm not good at mathing. Mitch is a good dude, and I am glad that Printed Solid picked him up. That was a good thing. He needed to be with a company that understands his insanity and will be able to help harness that for good, for the good of the 3D printing space. So I am glad that Mr. Mitch is now a part of the Printed Solid family. And being new and overwhelmed. Yeah, well, JPP, man, at Rocky Mountain, dude, we talked, we hung out, it was good. And from that, I mean, look where we're at, man. It grew into something. I mean, we hung out at Murph. Granted, I have bad habits when I go to these events. I like to be there from the time the doors open till the time the doors close. So I would leave before you guys for Murph, and I would get back right as you guys were getting ready to go to bed. So, yeah. 9.8%. Yeah, so we're like 9.8% of the way there. Technically, it's $4,094 to get to hopefully being able to reinstate the payment agreement. And I'm not going to lie, once the money is in the account, I will make that payment and get that squared away, and I will give you guys whatever verification I can give you, whether it be showing you on the app that it's taken care of or whatever the case is. But once money starts hitting the account, I'm going to start making payments towards the bill. So as of right now, let me go look and see. Let me go sign in. That would probably help, huh? Let me get signed in here and let me see. I know that it's set up for like daily, it's set up for like daily payouts. So let me see. All right. Let's type this code in real quick. There we go. All right. I'm verified. I'm signed in. We're at $400. Let me go look at fundraiser and manage. And let's go to donations. Nope, transfer. That's where I need to go. Transfer. Currently, it is saying that yes, there is $385.68 being processed at the moment. There is $14.32 in transaction fees. So of the $400 that have been donated, $385.68 of that is coming to me. They are keeping $14.32 for fees. So, but as that money goes from being processed to current balance, once it says current balance, that means it's there. Once it says transferred, that means the money should be in my account. So once that money shows up in my account, I will start making payments. As that money comes in, I will just keep making payments towards the bill till it's paid down. So BRBR, y'all. Gotta run across the street to the store real quick. All right, JPP, do your thing, man. And walk, don't run, But yeah, it's going to be tough for us with everything going on. It's going to be tough for Sam and I to get out to Rocky Mountain this year. I still have the hotel room booked. I have up until 24 hours before the event or before our check-in day to cancel. So I'm going to keep the room for as long as I can. But if there's a definite, like, we just can't do it, then I'll like let you guys know. And worst case, I can, call the company. I can call them and give them somebody else's name. If somebody needs a room, I can give them your name, and then you can call and change the card on it to yours. That way you'll have the room. The room will be your room. You just put your card on it instead, and the reservation becomes yours, and you're guaranteed a room at the Microtel. we're checking in on our check-in, check-out. As of right now is check-in on the 14th, check-out on the morning of that Monday morning after, which I think the 20th. So that was the plan, was to get there on the 14th and check out on that Monday morning, just check out and drive home. So if we can still make it, that's still the plan. If we can't make it, if anybody needs a room, we'll talk. So when we know for sure, one way or the other, let you know. But gang, I know JPP is going to be going live tonight. I don't remember what time he's going live, but he's going to be doing game night again. So if anybody's interested in game night, please go over there, hang out, play games with him, you know. Stripper show, stripper show, stripper show. Oh, stripper show, stripper show, stripper show. Yep. Game night stream starts in a little over an hour. So there you go. If I stream for a little over an hour, we can wrap this and go over there. So, yeah, there's that. I guess while we're sitting here, just kind of chatting, let me click over here. Let's go ahead and click quick preheat. I need to adjust my preheat settings for my preheat macro, because for preheat, got to have the extruder at 140, and then the bed can stay at 60, I guess. And we'll just update the preset, close that, preheat, probe, and there we go. And then the fan kicks on, and man, does that thing scream on that hot end. That hot end heats up so freaking fast. Havoc, good evening. Hope you're doing well, man. I'm a little more chatty today. I'm a little less in my head, but I'm still, you know, a little flustered about everything. This right here is good. We're getting there, man. Little by little, we are getting there. We're getting to this number. Like I told these guys earlier, Havoc, this number is technically no longer valid because it was supposed to be paid that much by yesterday in order to reinstate the payment agreement. But I think if I can get that much, I might be able to still get some kind of an agreement in place. And if not, if I can at least pay it down to that much, if I can pay it down to that much, then what I can do is turn around and when I get the disconnect notice, go to LIHEAP, and then whatever they can pay, we'll knock that down even more. So, you know, there's that. Got a new hot end that you want to try one day. I'm sure you're gonna know about it, or sure I already know about it. I very well could, JPP. I'm not all that up on a lot of the super sneaky stuff, but I try to. You caught some yesterday stream in the car. Well, thank you, Havoc. Thank you, man. I like lurking is still love, you know, love, man. Like I say, lurking is love. So just you know, like I ask, if you guys could just smash the like button, that helps. If you guys want to help tonight, I would ask that you help here if you can. If you can't, PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo are all linked in the Linktree down below. You can hit one of them up. I'll take that and go straight to Ameren and make a payment. So if you cannot help me this way, if you can hit up PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, let me know, and then I will go straight from PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo and pay it. Hell, right now while we're on stream, I'll make those payments. The Inno Trident, it's pricey, like the Tube, but very interesting. Oh, let's check that one out. I haven't heard of that one. We need to get you a chat bot to do the announcements. Yeah, I got to get off my lazy ass and set something up. Let me go take a look at this thing real quick. The Inno Trident. Ah. That is very interesting looking. It's a triangular shaped hot end with an aluminum housing. It is very similar to a Tube. Interesting. What's this? It's pricey. $445. Yeah, that's a bit pricey. And that's just for the hot end, and that's 0.4 or 0.6 nozzle. because of course it's one of those lovely ones where it looks like the nozzle would be a giant pain in the ass to replace. And because of the way it's set up, it's got its own control board to power it because of the way it's set up with that heated coil. The induction heater, yep. What size nozzle do you use on your printers? Mostly 0.4. I do have 0.6 that I do run on this guy from time to time. And I actually have a 0.6 for the K1. The K1 is running the Micro Swiss, the Flowtech hot end. And when I bought the Flowtech, because I paid for that one, when I bought the Flowtech, I bought it with a 0.6 nozzle too. So I have a 0.6 nozzle that I can put on this guy, and one of these days maybe we'll make a video doing that. We'll swap it out, put the 0.6 on there, and we'll do some slicer tweaking and tuning to dial in a 0.6 profile. But yeah, so mostly I use 0.4 nozzles because none of my printers are massive enough that like a 0.8 would be, you know, a necessary thing, or even like a 1. But again, it's not to say that I wouldn't use them. I just really, you know, really haven't had a need to try something like that. So yeah, so this thing looks pretty cool, JPP, but yeah, that price tag is definitely steep, man. It is definitely a steep little price tag. Oh. But yeah, to all you guys who've donated to this to help me out, I do greatly appreciate it. I do thank you guys very much. So it does mean a lot. You have the K1 Flowtech in the drawer. You use the unicorn nozzle. Yeah, the unicorn nozzles are nice too. I actually have floating around here somewhere. I have a unicorn nozzle right here, but I don't have the stock hot end on it. So, but I have a unicorn right here. It's a 0.4 unicorn nozzle for the K1C Ender 3 V3 and Ender 3 V3 Plus, it says. But my understanding is it'll work on the K1 Max too. So maybe one of these days I'll have a K1 Max or something that I can throw that on. But I joined the, I got to be a part of the Fadus beta team, or beta test team, so they sent out some stuff to try out, you know. Does anyone use a 0.8 or a 1? I said Sun Turtle. I don't, but if anybody in chat's using a 0.8 or a 1, chat it up with Sun Turtle. All right, that should be heated up enough. And then, silly me, let's go back into the slicer here. There we go. Let's hit this thing with a Z-tilt real quick. Now that it's heated up. Let's see, how are we doing for tolerance? Pretty close. And there we go. We are within tolerance now. All right, now let's go head over to height map here real quick. And we'll tell it to calibrate. Since it's rocking a cartographer, it just scans the bed real quick. You haven't used them, but you have a 0.8 and a 1 for the Prusa Zat count. I think Sun Turtle is looking for somebody who uses them so that he can I don't know if Sun Turtle is male or female. I'm going to assume male because that's a large portion of my audience, but assumption is the mother of all, you know, as they say. They is whoever says it, Thorpe, because I know you're probably lurking somewhere. Let's go ahead and unload the filament real quick here. Oh, I forgot, temp is too low. We got to heat up the hot end, which thankfully goes pretty quick here at the current. I gotta plug in my, whoa, that's too many zeros. Whoops. There we go. All right, heat up the hot end real quick and we'll spit that out of there. I'm a dude. All right. I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes. Yep. Some good burger action going on there. But you are a dude, Sun Turtle. All right. That is established. So good, sir. I hope you're doing well. Here we go. All right. Now we can hit the unload filament and it shoots it out. Take this out now. Oh, we didn't go back far enough. That's all right. We just unlocked the hot end. All right, let's grab a roll of filament to throw in here and let's print something, shall we? I'm going to grab... I haven't printed with this stuff in forever. It's got cobwebs and dust all over it. It's some of the TH3D gamer vibes. So let's wipe this down real quick and let's see if the gamer vibes will print. Little TH3D gamer vibes. If you haven't checked out TH3D, I got a link in the Linktree for TH3D too. Oh, hold on. Ow. Ow. My foot's asleep. There we go. There we go. Now you guys can follow me around a little bit. I have a GNOME file on here I'm going to print because why not? You guys know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm talking about? There we go. Lock the hot end. Then swipe over on the GNOME and tell it to extrude. Waiting for it to pop out. Let's see something here. There we go. There we go. Now let's go ahead and move. Let's home X and Y real quick, so we can get that blob of filament that it just left in the middle of the bed off. And then we'll clean off the build plate real quick. Remember, when using rubbing alcohol for 3D printing, if you don't have a spray bottle, just poke a hole in the protective seal, and then you can use it kind of like a spray bottle. Kinda. There we go. See? Just poke a little hole in it, and then it'll let you kind of sprinkle out some IPA. No need to go crazy and like rip the foil off. Just poke a hole in it. There we go. Now let's go ahead and restart the GNOME. Print another GNOME. If it prints well, give it to the missus. So. Oh, the little Kanomi is making a little O face, like, oh. Anybody got one of them? It came on the printer when I got it. You guys know that. There we go. Sit myself down here and just wait patiently. All right, let me get caught up here. After I am done with the Mercury 1 Tronxy, I want to try and make the Rohan Delta Flyer. Nice. Yeah, the little Delta Flyer seems like a cool little printer he's got going there, so that'd be a fun one. I do that. Leave the cap on. Loosen it a bit. Yeah. Yeah. I used to, back in the day, Desktop Delta, yeah. I used to, back in the day, find little spray nozzles that would screw onto the top of these, and then I would just pop it off and put it on and use the sprayer head. But then a lot of the models, these ones I got off Amazon, didn't work with it. So I realized if you just poke a little bitty hole in there, That's all you got to do. And then you can just basically squeeze the bottle a little bit and it'll just stream out. So it's easier to control. So the Desktop Delta. Yeah, it's a cool little printer. I always got to give Rohan like credit because again, I got the Rook 2020 sitting right there. I got another Rook 2020 sitting right here. We got to finish building. I got to do some frame work on it first because we decided to go with the Mark II. So I'm going to have to pull some things apart and drill and tap some holes. But I got drill and drill bits and I've got some 5mm taps. So we can drill and tap the top part of the frame and we'll sink the top part down. So we'll lose a little bit of the Z height, but it won't be, you know, all that much. But then we'll get the old LDO kit here up and running. Thank you again to Jason for sending me that. I just need to finish building it, you know. There. Had a little booger fall. But yeah, so thanks to Jason for sending that Rook 2020 kit over to me. He sent me the frame a long time ago. Let's see, is it coming out right? Let's make sure we got filament coming out. We don't at the moment, but oh wait, there we go. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yep, it's coming out good. All right, we'll let it print. We'll see what happens. And now while I'm sitting right here, I'm gonna lock the printer or lock the camera so that I can sit back and quit dancing around. Then you guys can see the printer. Looks cool, but you wanna build a printer. Just, yes. Hey, that's the cool part about 3D printing, man, is like once you start building up like stockpiles of parts, you can basically pick and choose what you want to make. You know what I mean? And like I said, I got lucky with this little guy here, Jason. He knew that I was into the Rooks because I had the Fabrico kit from back in the day. Hector sent me this, the 2020 frame. Hector sent me the 2020 frame for it. And then I bought the actual Rook parts kit. And then when you do that with the 2020, you don't need the 4 Zs, the four rods. You only need 2. So I have an extra set from that. And then it's a very similar situation with this, where it came with the 4 Z rods because it's the Rook kit, but putting it on a 2020 frame. So yeah, I really want to finish building that thing, get it up and running, and then it'll be fun to play with. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be a fun little printer again. Have 2 little Rooks. I can take one to work with me. Probably get the Fabrico one because we have some issues with Z on that one. So there he is. I knew he couldn't be gone for too long. I told you guys he was lurking somewhere. The artist formerly known as Torpedo. Just another 3D printing guy. How are you, good sir? I hope you're well. We're getting there, man. Look, we're getting there. Slowly but surely that number is climbing and we're getting closer to this number, which I don't know is valid, but we're going to hopefully get to this number, and I'm just going to keep, as payments are made in, I'm just going to keep making payments on the account until it comes down. As of right now, we're still waiting for the most recent stuff to process. First day of work is Monday. Nice. Well, I hope all goes well for you, good sir. I hope that work ends up being a fun place. You enjoy it. Have an emoji as the name of YouTube. Wonder if you can have an emoji as a name on YouTube. I don't know. You probably could. I just don't know, Captain. It'd be pretty interesting to find out. You probably have to change it on your phone so you can get access to the emojis, or have an emoji keyboard on your computer. But let's just see how this little gnome prints out on the Pandora's box. There you go. You can see how fast that little thing prints. It's a fast little printer, you know. It's definitely not one that I want to get rid of just because it's a cool little piece to have around. You know what I mean? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's a cool little printer to have around. So I like it. It's fun. It's a neat little piece. It's definitely going to be something I have sticking around for a while. I do need to replace one more part on it, but I'm using it at the moment, so we can't do that now. But I want to put the actual, the right green that holds the LGX light on top. So I got to put the screws through here to hold the LGX on, and then there's the 2 screws on top that hold it down to the extruder, and then there's the 1 screw in the back that goes in to lock everything in that way as well. So really it's just a matter of clean out the hole so that the PTFE tube can go through the center, and then just swap out the screws and swap out the plate, because it's currently the Ambrosia ASA. It's the Galactic Green, and this is the Galaxy Green ASA from Polymaker. That's what he used when he put this thing together. Let's see here. Wonder if you can have... Oh, yeah, sorry. This is where my thoughts go. Hey, it happens, man. Ask him. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Right there. Nope, emojis are illegal characters. Oh, man. That sucks. It'd be cool, though. I know that Martine, the shrimp daddy, the shrimp father, I know he had spaces in his, and it kept throwing me off every time I tried to tag him, because I would do the @ and then I would type the, and it wouldn't go. And I realized you have to do @ space the, and then it would actually autofill for his name. So, but yeah, so Martine, he kind of got all of us there for a little while. ASCII images for the win. Yeah, you can do good old ASCII art. You know, though, they're just another 3D printing guy. To shorten up your name would be JA3DPG. Or Ja, it'd be Ja3DPG. Start calling you Guy for short. I still think you missed the opportunity with the previous name. I think you should have went with Torpedo. It's the Great Torpedo. Exactly, Captain. Exactly. Yes. Put that in as your name and just mess with everybody when they're like, okay, middle finger guy. But yeah. No, I mean, I said something earlier, and I just kind of want to rehash it just because it's on my brain again. But it has been a little, it's been a little bit of an eye opener with the situation I'm currently in. It's been a little bit of an eye opener, and I still have a lot of great friends in this community, but I also have come to a realization on some things. So I have friends. Just some friends that I feel that I've done more for. Just call me Jagpaja. Jagpaja. Oh. Hey, just another 3D printing guy. It's your best friend. Yes, dear.
You have Big Guy in there with you?
I don't have Big Guy in here with me. Why? Is he not out there?
I'm just saying you need to bring him in with you.
Is it getting bad out?
It's windy and dark and shit, and he needs to come inside.
Well, let me get up and go see. Say hi to Thorpe and the rest of the stream.
Hello, stream. Hello, Thorpe.
Yeah, they can hear you. I have my wireless mic on, so as I'm walking, they can hear you still. It's not windy out.
Just bring him in, make me feel better.
Okay, but he's excited. He's happy. I got to move
Right.
shit. The kids have a jack and a bag in front of the damn door for the garage. So let me put you down for a second and let the stream hang in there for a minute. Got to move this bag. Damn kids. Ugh. All right. There. Come on, Tube. Go in the garage. Go in the office. Get in the office. Good boy. He's in the office now.
Okay, thank you. I just feel better about him being inside.
Okay, well, he's in the office with me. He's currently hanging out. He's going to his spot. He was a good boy. He ran straight in and stood there and looked at me. Go ahead,
Always
bud.
does. He's
Yes.
the bestest boy.
He is. He's the goodest dog. Oh, that's why he can't get under there. Sorry, bud. Hold on. Daddy's
Move
got
his shit.
Daddy's got to get his shit off your bed
Why do you have stuff on his bed?
because it was under my desk. Hold on, bud. Daddy's got to move this. Ooh, shit. Almost dropped a box full of stuff. There. All right, good boy. Lay down. There. He's laying down now, Mom. Okay, before you go, I got to tell you that, let's see here. Yeah, he's no longer Thorpe. He is now just another 3D printing guy. And JPP and Michael Cassell all say hello.
Hello, everybody. So Thorpe was hitting on you?
Oh, he was saying ask him earlier because I stood up and you could see my butt.
No, I meant when you were that one day. You said I think this is Thorpe.
Yeah, it was him hitting on me.
Okay, so I don't have to be mad. So we're good.
Yeah, you don't have to be mad. It was Thorpe. He was hitting on me.
Okay,
Oh,
so I'll
Captain says hi as well.
Hello, everybody.
But yes, so everybody that's in chat says hi. That's talking. There are 18 people or 18 people it says currently watching, but only 4 of them are talking.
Well, they're the 4 cool ones, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, I guess apparently the new name is just another 3D printing guy, but it's pronounced Frank.
Frank?
Yeah, he says it's pronounced Frank.
I'm still calling him Thorpe.
I told him he missed the opportunity to go by Torpedo.
That is the most ridiculous thing ever, babe.
The Great Torpedo.
What's wrong with you?
I mean, come on, if you're at the bar and some dude walks up and says, "Hey, baby, you want to see my torpedo?"
I'd punch him in the ball sack. I don't know. That's not how you try to pick me up in a bar.
Well, that's not how I picked you up anyway. I told these guys the story about how I picked you up.
Yeah, how'd you do that?
Dropped off our kids to our exes at the same time and just saw your hotness and couldn't help myself.
You have issues. Okay.
My Mini Factory, 3D printed dragon dick.
Okay.
Maybe
Well,
I'll print one of those next.
Y'all are very special tonight.
Yes.
Great news. There's no, like, kids screaming and eating each other's pancakes tonight.
Yeah, there's no kids fighting over pancakes and all that
Did not bring
craziness.
home the microwave today, so you failed.
I did not bring home the microwave. You're right. I left my microwave in my office since they broke
You're
it
a
yesterday.
failure. Complete failure.
Yes, I am.
My foot hurts, just
I'm
so
sorry.
you know.
Well, I'm sorry. If it makes you feel any better, I smashed my knee at work today.
No, because you came home and you were obnoxious and antagonizing me and making me angry.
I know, and then you kicked me out and told me to go stream and get out of your hair, and that's what I did.
Is that why you did it?
No, it's not why I did it. I did it because I was in a growly mood. I told you, I've been all up in my head.
Well, you get up in somebody else's fucking head and quit being cranky with me.
I am. I'm making you a gnome as a way of saying I'm sorry.
Otherwise, we're gonna have a tornado and I'm gonna leave your ass outside with it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'll hear it before you will if the sirens go off. You know that
Alright.
they pushed all that shit out till like 10 o'clock, right?
I don't really care. I want to be sleeping.
I'm hoping I probably won't be. I'll probably be playing, you know, it's game night on JPP stream, so I'll probably be over there playing games.
Okay.
Okay.
If you have any internet, dummy.
Well, yeah, as long as we have internet. If the internet drops out, they'll at least know why.
I really did hurt my foot. I'm actually kind of
sorry.
upset about this now. Okay, well, I love you.
Yes, I love you too, honey.
Don't let my dog get murdered.
He's laying underneath on his pillow right now, underneath the desk, just licking his wee were.
You're just... Shut up. Okay, goodbye.
Well, that's what he's doing. I love you.
I love you too. Goodbye.
Bye, hon. He's laying under there going to town on his wee were, and she's mad at me because I told her that's what he's doing, you know? If I could lick my wee were, I think I would. I'm pretty sure if every guy in here could lick their wee were, they probably would. If you don't know what a wee were is, well, you don't have my wife as your wife, because my wife calls it a wee were. Well, when it comes to the dog. Yeah, JPP, we'll have to see what happens, brother, because the storm that's coming through here, they're saying after 10 o'clock is going to be capable of producing tomatoes. So we'll see. That's going to be at like 10 o'clock, which is in about 2.5 hours. So, you know, just not that flexible. Exactly, Captain. I'm not that flexible either. I tried to do that, fell off the couch, hurt my neck. Learned my lesson. Oh, this chair. Hold on. There we go. Kick it back a little bit more. There we go. Now I'm a little more comfy. Oh, so guys, I do thank you all for everybody who has helped with this and just in general for hanging out and letting me kind of like just talk and say stuff. Dan wishes he was Ron Jeremy. I've got that crossover arm thing he's got down. Granted, I don't get to use it, but I got it. I'm just not hairy like him or as short as him. I'm a little taller than he is. But yes, so 3D&T Printing said he was going to like spread the word too to help out. So that's awesome. He was streaming earlier. I just didn't feel comfortable saying anything during somebody else's stream. You know what I mean? I don't feel comfortable bringing that up on other streams. So when I watch, I don't say anything about it, you know. I do meat spins every time I'm in the bathroom, you know. We all got to have our little entertainment. Yeah. There comes a point after 20 plus years of marriage when none of us get to use it. That is a accurate statement, sir. It ain't been 20 plus years of marriage, but, you know, after some years of marriage, things just happen, you know. Do I still have the URL? Which one, Torpedo? I think the only ones I have are Broken Record Boreo, and actually I don't even think I have Broken Record Boreo anymore. Because a lot of people have said that I like to repeat myself a lot, so it's like a broken record. So I got brokenrecordboreo.com back in the day. The meat spin URL. I didn't get one. I should though. I mean, yeah, Thorpe. Yeah, I got it. Sure. Now, one of these days for giggles, when life's a little bit better, I want to register a couple of domain names just so that this way, if a certain company decides to steal my idea, I'll already own the domain names. If anybody was watching 3D&T earlier today, I may have thrown a couple of names into one, but it could be one name or the other. If you don't know what I'm talking about, since ComGrow and Sovol are the same company now, I had Convol and what it was Convol and Sogro. So I could be a wise ass and register both of the domains if they're not taken. So now that I said that, if anybody registers those domains, I mean, more power to you. You beat me to it, but you didn't have the idea. I did. You just stole it from me. Because I have this video to prove that I said it first. But if anybody has domain purchasing money available, and you decide to steal my ideas, I'll know. Let's go see if they're available now before, and then this way you can't tell me later it wasn't you. Let's see here. We'll go to just GoDaddy real quick. I just want to check domain availability. Oh, I don't know if I do, Thorpe. I don't know where it was. I just Googled meat spin, and it was the first one that came up. So let's see here. Convol.com. Let's see if Convol is taken. Convol is taken. So Convol already exists. So maybe they're getting ready to go Convol. Let's see if Sogro.com is taken. Probably. Sogro is a premium domain that will cost you $6,999 to purchase. You can purchase that premium domain for as low as $151.65 a month. So, Sogro is already taken, and Convol is $119.99 with broker fees.
Hey, Daddy.
The daughter's here. She just banged her head off my chair.
Well, the daughter's here to complain about her friend who's coming over, who I don't even like.
Go ahead, tell me.
So basically, she's supposed to be hanging out with Easton. I'm name dropping, y'all. She's supposed to be hanging out with Easton today, and then tomorrow she's supposed to hang out with Owen and Jonathan and Addie, which two of those three are her exes, and then Sunday she's supposed to be hanging out with Micah. One, she already sounds and looks like a whole hoe. Sorry. And then two, she told me that she was going to be over later when she dropped me off at home. She said, I'm going to be over in a bit. I'm going home and asking Grandma, and then I'll be over. Goes and hangs out with Easton. Reads Mom's message because Mom told her not to walk in her door after 7 o'clock. And then I told her, I said, it's supposed to storm. And she read Mom's message, and then she texted me back, and she goes, sorry, y'all's messages didn't go through. But you read them.
Yes, kids, am I right?
But she read them. Oh, I also hit somebody in the head with my Chromebook today.
Am I supposed to be proud of you for that?
No, my Chromebook spoke. It's broke.
So, because I work at a school and I'm an IT guy, you want me to fix your broken Chromebook because you don't want to have to pay for it?
No, you guys pay for it, not me.
Oh, sorry. So you want me to fix it so I don't have to pay for you being an idiot with your Chromebook?
Yeah, my charger port's broke. No, but frickin' Bryson, I was talking and he started talking over me in English today, and I said, hey, I'm talking, please don't talk over me. And then he turns around and he starts yelling at me. So he got up, I slammed his Chromebook shut, and he called me a bitch, so I beat him with the Chromebook, and Miss Heiser just turned around and acted like nothing happened.
15-year-old kid drama is a wonderful
that
thing.
Lord called me fat today. This girl is like, and she called me fat. Y'all, she literally called me fat today because we had a polar plunge going on, and I asked her if she was participating in the polar plunge, and she said, "There's a reason why I'm not talking to you, you fat bitch." I need to go.
I love you.
I don't
Okay, you feel better now?
know.
Well, I love you.
She called me fat.
You're not.
She's like 300 pounds overweight. And she's calling me fat. Because I asked her if she was participating in the polar plunge. Mind you, she jumped in that pool, and oh my god, everyone around that pool got splashed. And it was so bad. I was like at the back, and she hit me. Talk about being fat, y'all.
Love you. So, yeah. Hi, guys. Ah, teenage girls, aren't they wonderful? Have kids, they say. They're fun, they say. And before you ask, Frank, they is anyone who has kids. They say it. There we go. So yeah, there's that. There's the tea, guys. She spilled the tea for you. I could have got her to leave earlier. All I would have had to say is that, you know, that was Skibbity Toilet Ohio bad. Like, just, that was Skibbity Toilet Ohio. Yeah, if you say Skibbity Toilet Ohio, that means like really bad, like really terrible. And then I could have reminded her too that the kids at the school that I work at always say that I'm the goat Rizzler. And then that seems to get her too when I say that the kids at the school call me the goat Rizzler. They're always like, Mr. Borio, you're the goat Rizzler. And then they walk on past. My office is in the 6th grade hallway, so the 6th grade kids are constantly walking by. So I get to hear all the cool 6th grade slang. Yeah. So I did that one day and it was hilarious because I said something about that was Skibbity Toilet Ohio. And my daughter was just like, and I was like, what? I said, the kids think I'm the goat Rizzler. And she was just like, just don't, okay? Don't ever do that again. Just don't. And I was like, okay. Hey, I did the hand gesture, so I unlocked it. See? So let's see if I do it again, if it'll stop. There we go. And it locked. It's actually picking me up better today than it has in the past. Because like there, it unlocked again. See? The last couple of times I tried that, it didn't work right. Ah, well. There it goes. It locked. There. So now you guys can see the printer. Hey, I set up some presets too. Check this out. Let's see. Do I have the presets set on here? I do not. Okay. By the way, if you have one of these OBS bots, there is a plugin for the Stream Deck if you have one. But check this out. I made a couple of presets. Let me figure out where the hell my presets are now. Is it under console? Yeah, there we go. Preset 1. There's preset 1, preset 2. Look at that. I can send it straight at the camera. Ta-da! So there we go. That's pretty cool, right? That's pretty freaking sweet, right? Didn't click the printables link. Now it's less relevant. Uh-oh. Sorry, JPP. Give me a second. I'm trying to get it to quit clicking on everything else, but let me click on this and see what's more relevant now that it's over. Oh, the no drama llama. Yeah. I should print one of them out. I should send it to one of the other printers and have like print it out and stick it on my daughter's door for her. So when she comes out, it'll be like the no drama llama just hanging out on her door. Yep. I'm probably going to have to do a color change on that too. So We'll make one of those another day. But yes. Oh, it's a plastic stencil. Either that or you could put a flat bottom on it. Yep. I think I will. I think I'll have to print that and stick it on my daughter's door. I won't even tell her. I'll just print the thing and I'll just stick it on her door one night when I go in the house, and then when she comes out in the morning, it'll be stuck on her door. She'd be like, "What the fuck is this?" You'd be like, "It's the no drama llama, keeping your life happy." Put some magnets on the back of it, and she can take it to school and stick it in her locker. That'd be fun. So let's go ahead and download this real quick. Save that no drama llama straight to the desktop. There we go. All right. I know, JPP, about how much longer till you go live, bud? About 20 minutes, I think, right? Make a black background with a 5mm riser and LED it. Yeah, could definitely do something silly. Put some LEDs in there. Bear with me. I'm looking to see why my phone just went boop boop. Man, I am like wiped out. I don't know. I may wrap this thing up and go in the house because I'm getting tired, guys. So I may wrap this up and go in the house, grab my laptop, curl up in bed, and just hang out and chat on your stream, JPP, and just join the games from, you know, here. I want to hang out with you guys on stream, you know, but at the same time, you can tell I'm not in the same place I normally am, so I don't know how fun and entertaining it'll be. So it might just be easier for me to hide and chat. Hey, so JPP wanted me to show you this. Look at you smiling.
Anyways, I have to go and get her.
No, hold on. There we go. Squat down here by my head and then stand up. Oh, it didn't follow you. Okay, well, have fun. Love you. Dan, his laptop and his porn. Yep. Nah, that's what the cell phone's for, man. Nobody uses their laptops for porn anymore. I'm looking to see if it picks up my hand again. There we go. It got it. There. We need a live group chat so that we can turn your headspace around. Yeah, Captain, one of these days, maybe I need to get back to doing like maybe a once a month like community hangout stream. I miss doing those, brother. I really do. I used to do them damn things all the time back in the day. Oh. It's amazing how much crap in this drawer has been in this drawer since I had my stuff in the house. Are you taking Chube for a walk?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I like when you take Chube for a walk. He doesn't let random strangers walk up to you.
What?
I said I like when you take Chewbacca for a walk because he doesn't let strangers walk up to you.
You won't even go past the bar at.
Yeah, he gets, he does his thing. He keeps you safe. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in here from like way back in the day, like when the Office was in the house back like 1920, somewhere in there. Like there's just stuff in here because I printed this out of a roll of like a transition spool from Coex, I believe it was. I believe it might have been Coex. I printed this little drawer out so long ago. It's made out of PLA and it's still holding up, So. It's not always the answer, Torpedo. It's not always the answer. But yeah, like I said, Captain, I don't know if you're going to hang out on JPP's like game night stream tonight, but if you are, good sir, he's going to be playing some games, and they're all like web-based games. So he does the Jackbox TV games. So, it's always fun. 1920s. Not 1920s, 2019, 2020. Silly boy. But yeah. So this was printed on an Ender way back in the day. I don't know if it'll actually focus in on it, but there you go. You can kind of see down the side there. I printed this on a good old Ender 3 back in the day. Printed it just like that. And when it was done, there's a little part that you screw underneath there, like a little catch piece for it. It's been a solid little drawer. It's not like some of the fancier stuff that's out nowadays where you can do the modular kits that you can lock together and snap together and have like your own custom set of under counter drawers. But it works for me. JPP is getting ready to do his live stream, so we'll all be heading that way here pretty quick, JPP, or at least I will be, Body is about done, give out. Yep. Hey, brother, I understand, Captain, man. You got to do what you got to do. Get yourself some rest, take some meds, pass out, do what you got to do, man. If nothing else, just look up Just Push Print over here on the old YouTube space. If nothing else, just hang out and chat. Every now and then when he shares the link, if you can get in early enough, you can play from your phone, or if you got, laptop or computer nearby, play on there. It's just fun, man. It's fun if you can. And trust me, again, I understand if you can't. Ain't no shame. Oh, drag your tablet in. Give a view. All right. There you go, Captain. That's cool. Yeah, JPP's been a good dude. Like I said, I met him at Rocky Mountain last year. And him and his wife, Melissa, they were walking around. They came by the booth. We talked a bit and just kind of like hit it off. Good people. We talked a lot. And then we started planning for Murph. And then I was just going to go out for Saturday to Murph. And him and his wife were like, hey, we got a hotel room. If you want to, come stay at we got an extra bed if you want to come stay with us. I was like, cool. So then I stayed for the weekend and stayed with them. Granted, like I said, I was up and out the door before they were, and I would get to the venue between 7 and 7:30 at Murph, and the doors would be open. I'd get in, sit at my table, play around with the printers, and just kind of look at all the stuff when there wasn't a big crowd in there. So it's just kind of the way I am when it comes to that stuff. Murph is like my tailgating party, man. It's just fun place to hang out with all those guys. I know she's a bit of a miserable one because of the time of year, but if I can't make it to Rocky Mountain this year because the financials just won't allow it, then Murph will definitely be Murph is a definite. I'll be there Saturday, or not Saturday. I take that back. I forgot. I can't make it Saturday to Murph because Saturday is the baby shower and reveal party for my grandbaby. So Saturday we're doing the baby shower and reveal for my grandbaby. So I'll know what I'm having I'll know what I'm having. And then Sunday, I'm going to get up and I'll get up early Sunday and drive out Sunday and spend Sunday out there with everybody. So I'll be out Sunday and hang out with everybody. So I don't know yet, Thorpe. I don't know. We're having a baby. I know that much. Sam knows, but she's not telling nobody because she knows we all have bad habits and we all talk. So since she knows that somebody will slip up and say something, she's not telling nobody. I think we're going to have a boy because I have 3 sons and a daughter. My side of the family, like, this is what decided, that we were having 3 boys, because this is the X and the Y, not the X and the X. So this made that decision. So because there's me and my brother, and then my sister came along, and then on my side, again with me, you've got my 3 boys, and then my brother had 1 kid, and it was a boy. So, I'm thinking boy. He could be the one to break the cycle. He could be the one to have a girl. But his girlfriend did tell him that he is allowed 1 child. So this is their one and only. So there you go. But yes, no. So my second oldest son and his girlfriend will have a grandbaby.
What about a grandbaby?
Hi, Tater Tot. You guys coming in here? Should I unlock the camera so it can follow you around again? No? You don't want it to follow you around again?
No.
Okay, well, thanks.
It sounds like a bike, but they're just revving it through town, and the police were chasing them, and then they stopped. Like, sirens just turned off in the car, and the bike kept going. I low-key felt like I was about to get ran over.
Well, and we're in tiny little podunk nowhere, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
The fact that you 2 clowns weren't out running around trying to find it is kind of interesting to me. Yeah. You can take Chewy. Chewy can run up and bite him.
Brought us home.
Yeah, because he wanted to be home. He didn't want to be out. Yeah, he didn't want to be out. He's a good boy. Aren't you, Chewy? You're a good boy. Yes. You getting your booty scratches? You getting your booty scratches? He loves his booty scratches. Hopes it's not twins or more. Yeah, no, Michael, Mr. Cassell, no, it's not twins. They already verified there's only 1 heartbeat. Kid, you did that when you were a kid, was what, kid chasing cops? Yeah. Having a PC crashed? What? Twins are awesome. Yeah, no, she's not having twins. My grandbaby will be a 1 and done. There's just 1 in there. But like I said, the reveal is going to take place the Saturday of Murph. So the 2 options I would have is come out on Friday and hang out, but I have to work. So I'm not coming out Friday because I have to work, get off of work, come home. Then Saturday, I won't be there because we got the baby shower and the reveal. But then Sunday, like I said, I'll probably drive out Sunday morning, hang out for the day, and then when it closes down shop, maybe, drive home, maybe stop and get a bite to eat with somebody if they want to before we head out, and then head home. There's not really too much in Goshen. 2 places to go to eat, so. Havoc, you're a twin? That's awesome. And the fear of, I shouldn't say the fear, the thought of twins was a thought because my son's girlfriend is a twin. She's got a twin sister, so there was the thought of a twin. My oldest son had dated a a girl whose mother and aunt were a set of twins. And in their family, twins were every other generation. So it would have been, if those two would have stayed together and had babies, there was a good chance that it would have been twins there. So, but yeah, no, she's a twin, but there is only one hiding in there. So thankfully, you know, for her, she has diabetes, so it's really hard on her as it is, you know, and then having diabetes and having a baby, it takes its toll on her. So she's doing good, keeping it together. Must be in the water. Yeah. Yeah, it could be, man. It's crazy, you know. Oh, holy crap. Oh, this thing says it's putting out 60 FPS right now. It's pretty sweet. Just checking my print. Seems to be doing pretty good. Are you guys hearing that fan ripping when this thing's going or not? It looks like it's canceling out most of the noise except for probably when I'm talking. I just want to make sure that you guys are getting blasted with fan noise. It looks like the mic's doing a good job of canceling it out. Which again, thank you Poity and Lee Marie 3D for this awesome DJI Mini. Oh man, I'm freaking tired. Oh, maybe I should join JPP stream just for a little while until I just can't do it anymore and I pass the hell out, huh? I'll have to see what happens. Maybe I'll jump on there. Speaking of, he should be going live here pretty quick. So let me go check his stream real quick and let's just see what he's got going on. Zachary 3D Prince is still going on his OG Voron kit. That's crazy. I didn't think he's been going for what? Did he restart his stream? No. Okay. Yeah, he's been going for over 4 hours working on his Voron. And yep. I don't see JPP live yet. It's not to say he's not. We're going to go Google it. Oh, shit. The rocket launch, was it scrubbed or did it go? Damn it. I wanted to keep up with that today. Let me go back and look. There's the rocket on the pad. Rocket's fueling up. Oh, there it goes. It did go. All right. They did send the rocket up. Oh, I love that sound. I would love to hear that in person. The sound of the rocket just rippling away. There it goes. It ain't been blowing up that the rocket blew up, so that's a good thing. Of course you will. Of course you will.
We're coming up on a few events fairly rapid succession.
Let's see. When are they supposed to be docking with the space station? Does anybody know? "24 minutes into the flight, they were showing them in the cabin and in the ship." Let's see. All right.
It's gone back fully upright. Your stage and CERN for those that are seeing the first
Just wondering, does anybody know
SpaceX.
dock my space station? Of course you will. No, I'm just seriously, I'm just kind of wondering. I see that they're already building, they've got the, they're getting ready out in the Cape there. There looks like they've got another tower going up with the chopsticks on it. So that'll be interesting if they're going to start trying to recatch the rockets back there. That'll be pretty cool. So they'll be catching rockets in Florida at some point too. So that'd be pretty cool. They're already catching them in Texas. So at Starbase, Texas. Yep, yep, yep. So anyway, I was going to go look and see if just push print, do a quick searchy search. Wow, that did not work out like I thought it would. Whoops. As long as they don't blow up. Exactly. Just push print. There we go. He is not live yet. Let's see here. Let's click on his channel. Click on live. And looks like 8 p.m., which is in 1 minute. So he should be getting ready to go live here pretty quick. So let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Everybody go over there. Let me copy and paste the link for you. Thank you again to everybody who sent some monies to the GoFundMe tonight. I greatly appreciated. As soon as that money hits the bank, I'm making a payment on the bill. So thank you. Raiding party. Yes. Everybody raid into the chat. Tell them you're raiding over from here. And I'll see if I can get the link to join in with everybody. And if I can join in with them tonight, I'll be over there momentarily. So, yeah. Hopefully I'll wrap this up and then I'll start the virtual cam so that I can have my stuff available. And then we can kind of go from there. But that being said, guys, I do thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Go over there, hang out over there. I'll most likely be in there for a little while. Love you all. Stay out of trouble, stay out of jail. Happy 3D printing and all that stuff. And don't forget, an old printer is better than no printer. Catch you guys on the next one. Bye, gang. I'm just going to wave my hand and then I'm just going to end this because normally I do that. But I'm just going to do this. So, bye, guys.